All right, back for Reader's Notebook for Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Spelling words with R controlled vowel AR. R like start the car. Write the spelling word that names the picture. Arm, yard, art, jar, and, oh, Mrs. White. Oh, look at the mistake. Can you find the mistake? Number 6, card. Can you find my mistake? Look at that. Oopsie. No. It's this one, barn. Mrs. White was going too fast, and I circled bar, and I crossed off barn. No, we are using barn. Okay, so we have arm, yard, art, jar, barn, card. And pause the screenshot if you need to. All right, next one. Pronouns that name more than one. Circle the pronoun that can take the place of each underlined subject. The subject is who we are talking about in the sentence. Who are we talking about, or what are we talking about? It's the main idea of the sentence. The main idea of the sentence is who we are talking about. The main idea of the sentence is what we are talking about. The pronoun means he, she, him, her, okay? We, they, okay? So on this page, we're just using the pronouns we and they. Number 1, workers plant trees in the park. We plant trees or they plant trees? Well, we are not doing it. I'm not in the sentence. They, the workers, they plant trees. Number 2, the trees grow big. We grow big or they grow big? Well, I'm not a tree, so I'm not going to say we. They grow big. So if you were to substitute it and put it in, which one would make sense? They, the workers, they, the trees. Number 3, Sis and I sit under the trees. We or they? Well, Sis and I. Sis and I. My sister and me. Okay? That's we. Because that is including me. Okay? They is talking about somebody else or something else, so I want we. Write we or they to take the place of each underlined subject. Dad and I walk to the park. We walk to the park. Dad and I, we. I am included, see? When it talks about I, me, myself, and I, then I say we. Okay? If we're talking about somebody else and I, then we say we. Pete and Kate run and play. They run and play. They, not we. I'm not in this story. All right, on this one, typically we don't do these pages in the classroom. We usually skip this and we do our own writing. Our own writing will be on Friday. We'll be writing about our habitat for this week. So if you want to do this on your own, you can, but you don't have to. All right, next one. Spelling words with R controlled vowel AR like start the car R. Write the correct form to complete each sentence. She lives blank away from me. Fun away or far away? Far. Far away. He waves his blank in the air. He waves his ants. He waves his arm. Good. We play in the yard or we play in the yarn? We play in the yard. We paint in art class or part class? Art class. She gave me a blank of jam. Bar of jam or jar of jam? Jar of jam, a jar of jelly. Hang your coats on the card or bar? Hang your coats on the bar. The sheep are in the barn or big? The sheep are in the barn. So we have far, arm, yard, art, jar, bar, barn. All right, next one. Spiral review means we're practicing things that we've already learned so it doesn't fall out of our brain. Write a line under each question. Okay, if it has a question mark. So you're just looking for a question mark. We need a darker pink. All right, need a question mark. So if it has a question mark, you're going to underline it, okay? You're going to underline a sentence that has a question mark. Number 1, what sort of tree is this? Do all trees have leaves? Skip. Go to number 4. What animals live in trees? Number 6. Do we need trees? Number 8. Do we get food from trees? So it's asking a question and your brain gets ready to answer it, doesn't it? Now, look at the ones that are not. They don't have questions. They're not questions. They don't have question marks. They're not asking sentences. Number 3, pine trees have cones. Number 5, birds live in trees. Number 7, trees give us air. It's just a telling sentence. We're not underlining it right now because it's not asking a sentence. It doesn't have a question mark, okay? Pause the screen and copy that if you need to. And last one for Wednesday. This is getting into next week. That's lesson 22. So right here, lesson 21. The pronouns, grammar and writing, the pronouns he, she, and it name one. The pronouns we and they name more than one. Fix the mistakes in the sentence. Use proofreading marks. Okay, for example, the shed is done. She looks nice? No, it looks nice. Number 1, mom saws, like she saws wood. He makes a shelf for the shed? No, mom, she makes a shelf for the shed. Number 2, Bob and I get paint. Bob and I get paint. We, not they, we paint the shelf. Bob and I get paint. We paint the shelf. Number 3, mom has some grapes. It puts them in a bowl. We don't call mom it. She puts them in a bowl. Number 4, my friends came over. We, no, I'm not in this, no. They, why did they come over? They want to see the shed. That's a little tricky because it says my friends, so it thinks that I think that I'm talking about me. We want to see the shed. I don't want to see my own shed. I already know what it looks like. I own it. Okay? So my friends came over. They want to see the shed at my house. Okay? So change he to she, change they to we, change it to she, and change we to they. Capital S, capital W, capital S, and capital T. We'll see you back here for next week's Reader's Notebook. Bye-bye.